Hi guys, it's Daphne of Cups of Green. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about how we started our alkaline lifestyle journey. And it actually starts in 2003 when I was feeling very sick. I was nauseous constantly, couldn't eat. I had a lot of problems with my stool. I was constipated and already for years, but it just got worse, and the doctors were like, they couldn't find anything, and they were like, well, if nothing helps, then just take some laxatives every time you feel like a little bit, when you don't feel well. Like, well, that cannot be the option, especially that now I also can't eat and I'm nauseous constantly. So when I went to see my parents, who were living in Curacao at that time, my mom was like, well, there's this guy here, and he's like microbiologist, and he puts your blood under a microscope. It's called a live and dry blood test, and then he puts people on a diet, and lots of people feel better after. I'm like, well, I can always try. My sister at that time, she was starting to feel, she was actually very sick. She just started being treated for lupus. She was diagnosed not long before. She has SLE, which is systemic lupus erythematosus, if I pronounced that well. And she also came to Curacao, and she tagged along. So we had her blood checked out, and we were there like, what are you going to see? We've done so many tests already. Is there anything else that you're going to see? But yes, the first question that I got was, do you drink a lot of orange juice? So I was like, how do you know? Can you see that in my blood? That's horrible. So my blood was looking disgusting. It had all these bacteria everywhere. And all my blood plates, my red blood cells were stuck together. And actually a few were collapsed, and so their question was, I actually got warned that if it wouldn't change within 2 months being on this diet that he was going to put me on, doing a cleanse, I would have to get another checkup I would have to really get tested for, what's it called, sickle cell, probably. So luckily, actually, the diet and cleanse worked, and I felt great after. So I was eating only vegetables. It was an alkaline diet, mostly vegetables, juices. It was very pure and clean. And my sister did the same thing. And when my sister went back to Holland, she did she had to get a new checkup. So she had her blood work done, and the doctors were actually thinking that they had misdiagnosed her with lupus because her blood results were better than before, and it changed in such a short amount of time. She was on 80 milligrams of prednisone at that moment, and the doctors decided to lower her medication immediately. Anyway, life goes on. We thought it was only a cleanse for 2 months, but so we kept on. We went back to our old lives, back eating the things that we ate before, meat, dairy, processed foods, sugar, lots of sugar. Especially I was a student back then, so you go out, you drink, you party, eat lots of chocolate, lots of French fries. Parents are not looking. At a certain moment, I was starting to feel sick again in 2011, 2012. I had just moved to Paris. It was a year since I was in Paris, and I arrived in Paris and was like, oh my God, everything duck. I'm going to eat everything that's like canard. So, foie gras, magret de canard, everything. It was just delicious. I stuffed my face, ate lots of bread, lots of butter, things that I actually already wasn't eating a lot because I never ate a lot of bread, I never ate a lot of butter, and I never ate a lot of meat. So then I started feeling that nauseous feeling again, the way I felt in 2003. And so a little voice told me, maybe you should watch your diet again and start eating more alkaline. So I started doing that, and then my sister at that same moment got refused her medication. She was on a trial treatment of chemotherapy, a therapy that worked well for her, and especially after having been through all these awful situations. There was a moment she couldn't walk anymore. She was in a wheelchair. She lost all of her hair. She almost died 3 times. So she had been through a lot, and then finally finding a medication that that was working and was keeping her lupus in control, and then getting rejected that medication because it was a trial and it didn't work for the others. It only worked for just a very small group of people, amongst which she was. So if the trial is not approved, you cannot get it anymore, even though it was working for you. So that was the moment I told her, maybe you should check out the diet again, because maybe that was the reason that you could lower your medication back in 2003. So she went on, did some research, and found lots of testimonials of people who changed their diet and lifestyle and had with an alkaline lifestyle, and actually had great results health-wise. So we went to try it out. This time I tagged along, going to a detox retreat, alkaline detox retreat led by the pH Miracle. Back then it was 2013, and that changed our lives. My sister has been off medication ever since. She slowly lowered her medication in 2013, and then got off of her medication because she really didn't need it anymore. And as for me, I got rid of my allergies. I feel better. My energy increased, and all the problems with my intestines went away, and no constipation anymore. That actually never existed. That was just exactly being dehydrated, not eating enough. Blood results have been great, and it's just different. Like, such a different life, just different feeling. No, you think you have a clear mind, but it's not. Most people have brain fog, and I never thought that I had it, but yes, I had it. So that's a big difference. So that's what we're trying now to educate people on, that you can you can get a big lifestyle change, health results with changing your diet and lifestyle. And so we want to help people now by sharing our story and sharing what we do exactly, how we live, what we eat, what we drink, how much, what are our recipes, all that. So that's what we're going to share with you on this channel. For my sister, things are going well. She's been off medication now for 5 years. And she actually has 2 short films telling her story. She has one that's called Flair, which was actually filmed before she started her lifestyle change, when she was still quite sick. Flair tells about what the struggle is with lupus. And then she has a short film called Overcome. That's telling her lifestyle change. So yes, go check those out. I'm going to post them. They will probably be ending up here. Here are the links, and I'll hope to see you next time. Bye guys. Please don't forget, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want to hear more from us, also subscribe to our channel. Alright, bye.